Hey guys, so I'm gonna continue working on the strategy now using AI and my own knowledge. And the idea is basically now the strategy is taking too many dummy trades. Okay, so 28 consecutive losses. That's just too much. All right, now what I want to do is you can see now we enter. Right, I like the entry, but my exit currently is close back. Like so, this kind of gets you in, and because this closes above the main AMA, the trend MA, get out again, right? Excuse me. So what I want to try and do is I want to put the second MA here, which is going to be much faster. Okay, so in this case, on a 15-minute bar. So this is like a 50, and this is a 200. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my touchdown strategy. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm in agent mode. Okay, so add another MA, add another EMA. Default period 50. That's all I want now. Just want it to be added. Okay, again, step by step, guys. Okay, you don't want to go add an MA and do all the work with the business. Okay, just add MA, check it's been added, fine, and then do your thing. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I mean, usually this would have taken me about at least 5, maybe 7 minutes. Now I'm done. And I'm talking to you and I'm done, all right? So, not too bad, all right? Let's have a look. So, okay, so you can see the first valid value. It knows that it has to compare EMA period 1, EMA period 2, okay, to see which one is bigger, okay, to give me the first valid value. So it's actually being pretty smart here. So it added the EMA to here, the indicator settings, okay, added the plot, okay. So, overall, that I don't like here. Okay, so I'm just gonna double check now. All right, so yeah, that's fine. Okay, I also want my trend MA to actually default to 200. Okay, but I already set it to 200. Okay, so what I want to do now, okay, is I want to switch my exit very, very quickly to say want to exit when I actually cross back behind 200 MA. Okay, so, well, I mean, I could write this here, but obviously, I mean, it's just like, this is all I have to do, to be honest. Doesn't really worth MA work, AI work, okay? That's done, okay, now. So basically, with this trade, is it compiling or is it not compiling? Yeah, okay. So we're in. So the volatility here is avoided, okay? Now, what's happening next is actually exiting here. So let's see if that done any better. So max consecutive losses is now 17. Well, there is something at least, sideways going on with the equity, which is not too bad, okay? How many trades? So 299 trades. Okay, that's fine here. Anyway, I guess I want to add a percentage-based profit target. Okay, so and that's so add a target that we are going to set in percent. Let's see how well it does that. I mean, usually it's like you add the parameter, then I wonder where it's going to place the target setting. If it's smart enough to place it in the on execution update, I'll add target percent parameter and wire profit target exit for both long and short based on average entry price. I mean, you got to add all those orders and all those profit target calculations. So still kind of a few things to work on. Okay, so let us see. Target percent. Okay, 1%. No problem with that. So here's the exit handler. There we go. Ooh. So what is this? Close. Why did it even go here? I'm just gonna keep this, but I'm gonna erase all this stuff. Like, gosh, what is it? What does he even He's trying to look what? Okay, so here's where things go crazy. Okay, and this is not good. Okay, it's I don't even understand. So if we're long and if we're in a position already, if close is above position average price times some kind of target, it wants to. Okay, yeah, I see. So I want to undo this. This is not what I wanted. Okay, so it's doing a target, right? But it's doing it using the market orders. I don't like that. So add a percent target. In fact, actually add an ATR based target. Yeah, it should be set at entry in on execution update when we get filled. So use limit orders, and also give me ATR period and multipliers that I can set in parameters. Default multiplier should be 2 period 14. So this is more precise. Because what I said, add a target, and because I already had market order exits, okay, it actually added a limit exit using market orders. Okay, so you have to be a bit more specific, because you can see it actually it makes assumptions based on code that's already there. So what I wonder now, is it going to actually cancel out, okay, for instance, if I exit using my market order that exists there, when it crosses back below or above the EMA, will it actually cancel out my profit target orders or is it going to keep them hanging? Let's see. So this is quite a lot to add. So ATR period, target percent, actually this needs to go. Is it keeping... Oh. Why is it keeping target percent? I don't understand. Okay, ATR is fine. Target percent, we don't need target percent anymore. So, okay, ATR is fine. This is fine. Good. This has been removed. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is it doing? Okay, so manage. Okay, let's keep this. Let's keep this and have a look at what it's done. Okay, so I have no idea why it kept target percent, so I'm just going to get rid of it straight away. And because we're obviously not setting it in percentages anymore. So entry handler untouched. So the exit handler should have not been touched. So I'm just going to get rid of this right on. So if I'm in a long, okay, oops, sorry. So if I'm in a long and if I close, this is not even, okay, this just has to go completely. Okay, I don't know why I did that. This is my old stuff. Look, it's canceling orders there. This is just doing so much bad stuff. Oh my god. Okay, so if I close below EMA when I'm long, place market exit order. That's end of story. Okay, now manage orders. Okay, so if I enter long, entry order null. I don't like to do that. Entry, yeah. Okay, yeah. Now, why is it even canceling? God. So this is where it gets annoying. Okay, so there, place ATR target order. I like the method. I mean, it's hard to read for me. So works out the ATR distance, target price. If it's long, so it's plus. If it's short, then it's minus. Okay, that's fine. So, and you see, again, place ATR target order. So specific. So this is, again, it's doubling business. And I don't like that, okay? Like, I would just prefer price here and price, okay? And this, I would love to take that. Why is it even doing quantity here? This should be done like this. Position. Don't want to use the full position. I mean, still saves some time, but it gets me angry. So here, ATR distance, target price, okay, and we're in a long. Okay, so it's just entry price plus ATR distance. Okay. Whereas in this case, our entry price is order.average fill price, okay? And we can just do this, okay? And this is our target price. That's gotta be passed here, and this is just gone, okay? And this is clean, so the business, manage orders, okay, done here, right? And rest of the stuff, so place, not ATR target order, just place target order, okay? That's it. All this method is doing is placing target order, and we're, and we could just, to keep the target price. That's it. Done. Much cleaner stuff. Okay. So basically, and if you continue layering AI into this logic, you can see where it's going to land, right? It's going to land somewhere in a place called, okay, look at this. Exit long name, exit short name, profit. No. I only want to clean up my profit target orders if I exit using my market orders. When I cross back the EMA. So exit order, no exit. Oh my god. And this cancel order. Okay, yeah. Cancel order if present. I don't like the wording. Just cancel my order. Okay. And I pass the order. I check if it's null. If it's not null, I cancel. Fine. Okay, that I can live with that. Exit profit order. That's it, guys. And well. Did it save some time? Yeah, I didn't have to code all that stuff in. Did it make mistakes? Well, not really. You wouldn't call it mistakes, but certainly call it we're not trading. I wonder why. Probably because do not know. Don't even know why. So let's see. Entry settings, position size, ATR multiplier 2. Some kind of issue. I think it's just enter the trade here, and probably I made a mistake somewhere. So let's see. Enter long name, target price, fill price plus an ATR with multiplier. Place target order. True. This should be false. Compiling. Yeah, that was the issue. Okay, so now we have a target, and let's see. So it actually entered a short here. This is doing something wicked. So entered a short and exited a profit target short. This is wicked. So this is your entry, and this is no. So again, guys, this is another mistake. Excuse me. We should be fine after this. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so here's your target worked out. Okay. Do not know about the, well, percent profitable, 83%. What? Well, not too many trades. Wonder why. So did I get stuck somewhere in the trade or what? So it's trading. So stop trading at some point. Let's see why. So enter the short here. Okay. It didn't hit a target. As you can see, it actually did hit a target. But why didn't it, so crossed back. Should have exited right here. Didn't. So let's see. Exit handler. So if we're in a short and a close, okay, so this is a short, and this short occurred when this bar closed. So it goes here. Oh, this is an interesting case. So basically what happened, so it's in a short, but this, right? So we're supposed to exit when, this is our fast MA. We're supposed to exit when we cross below it, right? And I think it just went crazy here or something. We're in a short. So guys, I had to stop the video because I started being slow. Anyway, the reason was because of this. That's why I don't like these little hand rollers. So if exit order is not equal null, what, like, where is it null? Why is it null? Like, just get rid of this kind of stuff, okay? If we're in the long, if we are closing below EMA, that's it. I want to get out of the position. End of story. Okay. So, carrying on. So let's see how this plays out, and I got a few more ideas. So this ding, let's see if that has made any positive effect. Well, yeah, we're in the 40s now. Okay, too good, but at least it's going sideways. Okay, what I was thinking, right? Like what also AI is, interesting for, right? Because now we have this, like, we have to cross above. All right, so in this case below, and then wait for a comeback. Okay, now and then we also have this bar counter that we wait for. Okay, that's one sort of way of looking at it. Okay, but the other way of looking at it is actually enter here on the breakout. Okay, so and this kind of allows us to figure out which one's better, I guess. Okay, so let's add that, and the way you would approach this kind of thing is, so add entry order type, well, let's say entry type parameter. So pullback and breakout enum. So current logic is pullback, should stay as is. We need to add breakout logic. So anytime we are below, let's say main MA, we should keep an active stop market buy order with the MA price. So it should update on every bar. And every time we are above the MA, we should keep an active stop market sell order. Being said, all of that should occur if we don't have an active position. So add this logic. Let's see how well it does that. I really doubt it's gonna be clean. Okay, I think it's just gonna do a lot of things that will be hard to read. Okay, meanwhile, let's see. So current entry handler, okay, is working with a limit order. Okay, I bet it's gonna go inside of here and just mess it all up. Okay, entry order placed, entry order not placed, count bars. the way I would have approached this is this would have been a limit entry order handler, okay? And then, because this is done, this is tested, this should stay untouched, okay? And then just add this. Oh, well, I mean, let's have a look. So this is fine. This is fine. This is fine, obviously. Okay, pullback, whatever. Now, let's see here. So entry handler, obviously. If we are not flat, why is it canceling orders here? Doing all that stuff. If we're pullback, okay, yeah, so it actually did the separation, which is okay. Run entry logic. So this kind of stayed untouched as far as I can see. And okay, run breakout, maintain. So if entry order short placed, cancel, maintain. I can't read it in this one. So let's see. Run pullback entry logic. This stayed untouched. Fine. So breakout entry. So if we're below the EMA, maintain breakout logic. So if our entry short is placed, it cancels the entry order. Okay. If this is false, places the breakout entry order to long one. Yeah. And if stop price does not, okay, it changes it. Well, let's see how it performs. Hard to read that, to be honest. So this kind of stayed untouched, which is fine. Also, you can see this is probably not the best idea of a rule, right? Because it's entering a long and it's already below the EMA. Okay, so should actually maybe add this rule as well, just in case. So set signals. Okay, so, and this is another problem. So the set signals for enter long, this is for a breakout. Sorry, this is for a pullback entry. Now, so run pullback entry logic is actually using enter long, enter short set signals, but the other type of logic is not. So, well, to be honest, let's clean this up a little bit. No, how did the agent do? Undo latest changes, but keep the parameters you added. I don't like it. I'm gonna redo it myself, or take it step by step with AI. Let's see how it cleans up. I'm okay with it with the enum I inserted. That's about the end of it. After that, I just get lost with what it did. I kind of wanted to accept it. It's probably working fine, but again, if I have to come back to this code and read it, it's gonna be difficult to understand. So, ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Anyway, this is kept. Okay, so we're back to where we started. We now have an active enum, which is great, and excuse me. So what I want to do is set signals. Okay, now we're splitting strategy logic. So set signals is not something global anymore. Okay, set signals is now part of entry handler, which is I'll probably do this private void handle pullback entries. Okay, and everything I had here, which was fine, I'm just gonna move to this method. Okay, because it's working. Why would I even want to touch that? Okay, now this stuff is now also to do with whatever is to do with pullback. So set signals does not even like deserve a life anymore. And also I want to fix up one thing and say so close, I mean, like, because we go out if we have to be above. So I'd say inner long close has to be above EMA2. Okay, when I go in, because otherwise it's just gonna get me out. Okay, but this like that. So, and here, if so this is a good thing too. You know, my what do they call it? Entry type equals pullback. In that case, handle pullback entries. Okay. Now, if my case is breakout entries. So this goes to sleep. Do you find this a little bit, cleaner? If you're watching this, just comment, okay? So handle breakout entries. It's the last thing I'm gonna do for today. Anyway, let's see now how we want to approach this. And the way we want to do this is probably, again, so if position, market position equals flat, we want to return. Then the easy way to do this, if close is below EMA, all right, well, and because our exit, right, and we have to be below EMA2 as well. So in that case, we want to set our entries long. Place, so I set it here, and long placed equals true, right? And in this case also, and it's not placed, okay? And that's actually my main flag, right? So if if this is not placed and we're below, we place market entry. So what do we have here? We got place entry order, and this is limit, okay, and place entry order limit, okay, and you just want to copy that. And again, like place entry order stop, okay. So in this case, everything stays the same except the price goes here, price goes here, and we want to stop market. Place entry true, and the price is EMA 0. So entry order long placed. Now else if entry order long placed, well, so like not really going to count bars in this one, right? So the trick with this one is if we are somewhere below here, okay, we just want to, you know, enter and breakout anytime. I mean, we can count bars and see like how long we stayed here, but just for the sake of the example. So if the entry longer has been placed, okay, then there's actually there's no other option than for it just getting filled, okay. So basically, what's going to happen? You're going to be below the EMA, and eventually you're just going to get filled, because to place the long order, you actually have to be above the EMA, all right. And this is actually interesting, okay. So you don't really even need this, because you're just going to get filled, okay. So just forget about that. And the other case is else if we're above, sorry, okay, in fact we do enter long placed true, and here is, so for above, so it's the entry short. Yeah, we have to still place it, right? We have to change the price for it. So this has to be false. Ooh. So if this has not been placed and we're below, then we place it and we mark it true. If this has not been placed and we're above, all right, okay. So next is if this has been placed, okay, now, and so, well, you could probably put it here, and if entry order stop price does not equal, like, you can play around here, does not equal or smaller than, like, the EMA, doesn't matter. We'll see about that later. Okay, then we adjust it. Change order, entry order, plus size, 0, stop price, EMA. And well, same for entry short placed. Let's see how that works out and round up this video. Okay, compiling. So this stayed as is, and we're happy about it, right? But let's see. Strategy. Okay, let's see. Now pullback, let's switch to breakout. Let's see how that works out. Not a single entry, is it? Okay, something is wrong. So I ran into this stupid Ninja bug, and I have to show, everything works now, okay? But basically, what Ninja doesn't like, right, is, like, for instance, there's a bar that does this, and if it's touching, so basically, let me explain what happened. Okay, so it was rejecting the order. Okay, so let's say market is going down and we want to go long. Okay, so when this bar closes, this is the value for our order that we set. Okay, so we think that, okay, this is going to go up like that and get us in, which is great. Okay, now let's say this bar closes here, and now the value, in fact, the value moves here. Okay, but imagine what could have happened, right? Is basically this EMA could have dropped down to do this. So basically the high is touching it, all right? And you're saying, okay, the close could be down here. And you're saying, so place the stop buy here. And which is fine because the market is down here, but Ninja doesn't care if even the high is touching it, it's just gonna reject it. And that's what was happening, okay? This is an illness. But, well, it's good and it's not good at times, okay? Anyway, now it's done. And, well, the logic is, well, in my opinion, a bit cleaner, okay? So what can happen here, though, is if you try and place the order here and it gets rejected, then this might be null, and that's why I was crashing, okay? So this is now working fine. So we are above, we go short, take a target, then we are below, we go long, and we don't take the target, we exit when this falls back. I don't know if this is going to be more interesting or not. It's not even about equity now, it's just about getting this thing to work, okay? And so again, it's doing a pretty interesting job, okay, and the idea was to get it working. And as you can see, when things go a bit tough, AI, okay, maybe not. Okay, so we're above, we go in. So it's doing what it was supposed to be doing. So it goes in, oh, fine. Okay, logic is correct. Not sure about the rest. I mean, the performance, obviously, but now we have two options to choose from, okay? We can work on more logic that can make this profitable later.